Now, Jared Goff has an injury that if I recall much of the game on Sunday, I don't see him running into the end zone and dropping his shoulder. However, he's got an oblique injury that has his status for Week 11 against the Browns in question. David Blough, that's Mr. Plow, David Blough, would get the start if Jared Goff can't go. I don't know if this is good news or bad news for the Lions, frankly. I'm sure there's plenty of Lions fans that at this point in the year would just as soon see what somebody else can do. We're not surprised. This isn't some magical regression by Jared Goff. Jared Goff is who he is. Fine. They're 0-8-1. Let's see what the next guy can do.
Yeah, no question, Mike. I'm right there with you. I think it's time for David Blough to play. And, Dan Campbell was asked after that game, is it time for a quarterback change? And he expressed his support for Jared Goff, not mentioning the injury at that point. I mean, we knew he had the injury, but not how serious it apparently is, more serious than what the Lions initially thought. But he said, no, I'm going to stick with Jared Goff. Pass protection isn't very good, yada, yada, yada. I get all that. I understand. But let's see what somebody else has. Let's see how somebody else can lead this offense. And it's not like this guy's never played. I mean, he made the 5 starts in 2019, and I realize he went 0-5, but that was 2 years ago. I think he's more advanced in the offense. I like what I saw out of him in the preseason. Let's see what this guy can do with your offense. I mean, what do they have to lose at this point, really? They got a tie. They're not going 0-17. But now they need to try to get that win, and David Blough maybe is their best chance to get that win at this point. He had 4 touchdowns, 6 interceptions in 2019, but I do think he's a better quarterback now than he was then, and I don't know that he's any worse than Jared Goff is. We can find that out if he gets a chance to play. They're going to see in practice how much Jared Goff can do on Wednesday.
Is it possible that this is just a face-saving injury? Is it possible that it's really not anything big? It's just, hey, we're going to bench you, but instead of putting you through the indignity of being benched, we're just going to say you have an injury. Usually the lying on the injury report happens about injuries that guys have that they're hiding.
Yeah.
Sometimes maybe there's an incentive to say a guy's injured just because you don't want to embarrass him or yourself because, lost in the whole Jared Goff for Matthew Stafford trade is the idea that it really was a hot potato with Jared Goff's contract and the idea that the Lions embraced him as the starter when they got a first-round pick for taking him from the Rams. That we talk about it from the Rams' perspective. We rarely talk about it from the Lions' perspective, that they are so bad at quarterback that the guy that they were given a first-round pick to assume off of the payroll in L.A. became their starter walking through the door. So maybe they're trying to save face on their own and just give somebody else a chance and see if they can shake things up. And if it doesn't work, then Jared Goff's healthy again. See, it's not like you're playing rotating heads with the quarterbacks. You're just saying, well, Jared Goff's injured, and then he'll be healthy again if David Blough plays worse than Jared Goff.
Well, I would throw this in there, Mike, though. If we see, let's say that they hold Jared Goff out on Sunday, they turn around and play on Thursday. I would think if he's not playing Sunday, he's not going to play Thursday. So I would think the conspiracy theory is more plausible if he doesn't play Sunday and turns around and plays Thursday. I don't know that an oblique injury is going to heal that quickly if he's not good enough to play Sunday. So I think in these 2 games, you can kind of piece that together and figure it out if that's really what they're doing.
Maybe Sunday's an audition for Blough to see if he gets to play for the Lions on Thanksgiving, the one day per year when the nation actually gives a crap about the Detroit Lions. And, hey, Lions fans, if there are any of you still out there, don't get mad at me. I looked at the standings today and I wrote something about this. Everybody in the NFC currently is plausibly alive except for the Lions. 15 out of 16 teams, 10 weeks in, have a chance to get to the playoffs, especially with 7 teams. There's no way the Lions are going to, because they're not going to run the table. They're not going to go 8-1 and get in the postseason that way.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.